My goodness. Well, it's the backlight, but y'all'll be all right. All right, and it's good because now y'all can't see my ass lips. Let me see. Let me put it this way. Is that a little bit better? A little bit better. All right. So I thought today we would just be random and just have a little bit of fun. If you guys come on here, I'll be more than glad to pull a card for you. Okay. So let's go ahead and do this disclaimer and knock this out of the way. All right. This is for entertainment purposes only. During the reading, I may understand, you may not. You may understand, I may not. We both may understand during the reading, or we both may not understand during the reading. I'm going to ask that you respect my perspective, and I will also respect your perspective as well. If the information that you're receiving, okay, there we go. My alarm went off. If the information that you're receiving is different from the information I'm providing, it's quite all right. Please share the message because it may be for me or someone else. Please do not use these readings as a form of therapy or advice. You have been blessed with the gift of discernment. Take the information you need, throw the rest away. So check this out. I haven't brought my little pendulum out in a little while, right? And everybody has something different. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do this. I'm going to cleanse the space that I'm currently in, right? How do I know if it's cleansed, right? Well, right now it's moving left to right. It's like, no, it's not cleansed. So let's cleanse it, right? So what is cleansing? Cleansing means making room. Cleansing can also mean making sure that there are no distractions, right? It's making sure there's no distractions. That's another way of cleansing. And having a positive mindset, right? So that's what we're doing. You know, back in the day, I used to think, so now it's saying yes. She's like, we're ready, right? I used to think back in the day when I used to see these pendulums, I'm like, they're moving it with their arm. They're swinging it. They're doing, no, they're not moving it. They're not swinging it. They're not doing anything, honey. This is pure energy. If you've ever held up a pendulum and it has not moved for you, or it moves very slow, it's because it means your energy and your vibration is very low. When I first started utilizing pendulums, I did realize that. You can tell the rate and speed of your energy utilizing the pendulum because it's going to tell you, right? So let's just check. You're like, Tina, let's just check. I'm like, I mean, I feel like my energy is high, but let's see. What is the rate and speed of my energy right now? Okay, I take that. It's steady. It's consistent. I'm a little bit crunk. I'm feeling good, feeling relaxed, mindful. There you go, right? So there's some people you can check their rate and speed of energy and it'll be a little bit different. I do offer pendulum readings, right? Especially for people that want yes and no answers. They just want it quick, and that's what they want. That's what I got for you, right? But I also utilize it with my Reiki sessions in order to cleanse, balance, and heal certain aspects. I do have graphs and charts that I utilize sometimes. So there we go. I love my little pendulum. Start doing more pendulum work. Let's go. So let's go Goddess Tarot deck. Let's see what's going on. Um, you know what? We're going to start off with the book. And let's see what the message of the day is. Message of the day, 8 of Wind, which says confusion, Jupiter in Gemini. Is this still Gemini? This Cancer season, ain't it? Excuse me. Anyway, let's read it. So it says the painful confusion that this woman feels is reflected in her face, which is riddled with chaos and painful indecision. All right. She is of two or several minds, mentally torn and desperately trying to get a grip. She is showing you that when there are too many factors and no clear choices, that it is not time to make a decision. Now, the wisest course of action is to give your mind a break and let it take a back seat where it belongs. There's no time to be over analytical. Deep trust in life processes is being called for now. Know that when it is time to make a decision or you need clarity of mind, that the way will be shown to you. So, confusion. My mom, and I say this frequently whenever I talk about confusion, my mom would always say that confusion is of the devil. Now, we talked about cleansing the space, right? And make sure that it is free of distractions. So, cleansing cleansing is going to be a very important step on your journey, whether you're cleansing with water by taking showers, whether you're cleansing by singing, whether you're cleansing by meditating. There's several different, ways that you can cleanse, right? In order to remove confusion, like it says, you have to be in a space of clarity. And I just did a session yesterday with someone, and I said the very same thing, that if you are not of a clear mind and there's confusion, sometimes it's best to trust yourself and then don't make a decision until you have researched it. So sometimes you just got to research some things, right? So what are some things that you can do to research when you feel confusion in your space? Okay. Number one, like it says, is trust the process. And then let's see what else we can do. All right. Oh, wow. All right. So the very first card that's coming out, right, is the Maiden. Is the Passion. Okay, looks like the Maiden, which is the Passion. So let's go to the book. I just want to, because this deck is still kind of new to me, but I definitely want to learn a little bit more and see what she's got here. So she's got, so for this deck of cards, it falls into the Minor Arcana. Arcania, is that how it's pronounced? For those of you that are familiar with tarot, then you're probably like, oh yeah, I know. Okay, I know exactly what that means. Don't know what that means. I'm still learning. So, Maiden of the Sea. So let's see what she's got to say. Maiden of the Seas, Passion, Cancer. Right? I guess it is Cancer. It says, the powerful and abundant heart flow of the Maiden of the Seas is sourced in the water of her feelings, totally energized with emotional passion. She holds the passion flower above her in tribute to her exuberant vitality. She is ecstatic sexual energy and emotional fertility, all within healthy boundaries. Ooh, I like it. This Sea Maiden's full creative flow of passion is yours to experience. You are here to let your ecstatic heart energy regenerate your emotions and your world. Your passion is key to let the dormant feelings rise from your core into vitality, creating the life that you long for and deserve. So this is consistent with saying, if you're feeling a little bit of confusion, or you're feeling overwhelmed, or there's a lot kind of going on, that take a break, right? Take a break and allow the flow of creativity to come through you so you can get balance, right? So the next one is Mother Mary, all right? Mother Mary, and it says sacrifice. So I feel like with Mother Mary, it's, where is that? I feel like with Mother Mary, it's more about sacrificing time, giving up some things, not forcefully, but giving up some things to just take a rest. Sacrifice doesn't always mean you have to completely give up, but it does also represent that you just need to rest, right? That's what sacrifice means sometimes. It also means that you have to rest. So let's take a look and see what Mother Mary has to say. Mother Mary says, let's go over here. Robed in beauty and accompanied by the dove of purity and good news, Mary is serene in knowing that through self-sacrifice and perseverance, all will be righted. She is grace personified and yielded element of water wholly aligned with the spirit. Mother Mary is there for you when you descend into the dark night of the soul. Again, talking about that space of confusion, right? You want to release yourself from there so that you can make good decisions and feel free, get the life that you deserve, right? She is the internal compass that points your way. She teaches you to surrender to the spirit during times of stasis, that your obstacles and karmic burdens can be met with patience and grace. Mary brings ascension from the illusion of death and teaches that through sacrifice comes rebirth and ultimate achievement. So in order for you to rise above and get to where you need to be, right? What is that? I just shared with someone the other day, and I said, what was told to me was, whenever you go to sleep, right, we die daily. And it doesn't mean like you're physically dying. What it represents is that you're going to sleep hopefully, prayerfully, you're praying, meditating, and asking to wipe off anything from the day and to clear out anything from the day, any negativity, anything like that, that is going to cause you to bring it over into the next day and experience. You want to release all that so you can make room for the new creativity, right? All right, let's go to the next one. It says fire, and it says child creative spark. I was telling some of my friends I was needing a little bit of help, and I was like, man, you guys have put the kerosene on me. You have put that fire on me. You have had me lit, right? So getting back into this creativity, getting back into the space of knowing what I want and what I want to do in the life that I want to create. And hopefully it's the same for you. So let's go to this fire. Fire like a yard. Fire, child creative spark. Child creative spark. Child creative spark. I must have passed it. There we go. All right. Child creative spark. Let's take a look and see what's going on here. And speaking of creative spark, I am going to be posting, and I will also post on here the dates. Also, I'm going to go and post it on my Book with Tina website, and also my Eventbrite, Book with Tina, right? I'm going to be doing the classes for my Magick Words. I've already done 2 classes for that already, and they both have been very successful. Each one has been brilliant, amazing. It inspires me. It's like, oh my God, it's giving me that fire to do more classes. So you guys, while the pricing is reasonable, go ahead and book your classes and your sessions. So I'll get that information up there for you. All right. Child of Fire Creative Spark. Using the fire energy. The child of fire is the creative spark, the inner flame that is the essence of inspiration and creation that exists within every living thing. All aspects of her being are ignited with this creative force. Let this child's fiery spirit illuminate your inner spark of creativity that has been waiting since your conception to come to full blazing expression. I know for Tina, it's time. Like, baby, you have had me under wraps for so long, and now I'm on fire, and I do not want you to put me out, right? The fire child is here to assist you in allowing your deepest creative essence be inspired and activated by her joyous, all-consuming flame. Let your inner child spark ignite your fire, your soul fire, that it may blaze forth into your life and bring the fulfillment that you desire. Everything is just saying, hey, everything's all good. We're going to help you get your life right and where you want to be, but we need you to sit down and sacrifice some of that time to get to where you need to be. Then we have wind, child consciousness. Okay, we got the wind, child consciousness. Let's see which one this says. Child consciousness. Wind. I'll do wind, child of wind consciousness. The free-spirited child of the wind is pure consciousness filled with the wonder of life as she flies on her dragonfly without judgment or agenda. She is open to all possibilities aloft in the present moment of eternity. Now, I know for me, dragonfly represents good luck. That's the number one main thing. But if you want deeper meanings of what it may mean to you, then you can Google or grab your animal spirit guidebook, either one. If you're going to go to do a search, you can type in dragonfly animal spirit, or you can type in dragonfly spirit animal, either one, right? For more meanings. The wild child is here to help you come free of any perspective of limitation. Ooh, baby, let's remove them limitations, okay? She will help you release your opinions, agendas, and past memories and open your mind to the unlimited possibilities all around you. She brings the purity of consciousness that is your birthright so that you may see with a perspective that is free and open to all opportunity. So all of this is really good stuff. I know for me, this resonates more for my business than it does my personal life, but it definitely represents the business life. Like, Tina, you've been sitting here and you've been chilling long enough. It's time to get back out here. People want to hear what you got to say. We got to do what we need to do, right? And so if you are this person that is also in that space, then if you're that person that's also in the space, then this is your message to get on it and start doing what you need to do, getting what you deserve in life. And you're going to have to sacrifice a little bit of time. It's just what it is, right? The AC went out in my vehicle, but while the AC was out in my vehicle for like 3 days, right? You know what I ended up doing? Working for my business, working for myself. I ended up getting like 7 new customers. I ended up teaching 2 classes, and now I'm getting ready to create a 3rd class. So all that creative energy, all the things that I just read is like, man, all you had to do is sit down and make that time. But I was like, you know what? I got to make the money this way, because this way I know the money for a fact is coming, right? I set that limit. I put that limit on myself. And so if you're a person that is an entrepreneur, you have a career that you're focusing on, and you are settling, right? Tina's guilty, and you're settling for that. This is the time to not settle anymore. If you're seeing it, this is the time to not settle no more. It's time for you to put that fire under your ass, get that kerosene underneath your ass, and it's time to start doing the things that you love. You got to love what you do and do the things that you love. The other job that I have that's supplementing, I do like it, but I tell you what, I love doing this. This is what I love doing, right? So let's get into a little bit of self-care, right? I guess we're going to read from the book first, and then we're going to do cards. So a lot of people, if you're familiar with the Romance Angels, and I'll show you the deck, right? Romance Angels deck. Okay, I utilize this for self-love, self-healing. I typically don't use it for like romantic relationships and all that kind of stuff. I use it for self-love. I saw another reader using this many years ago, and I thought it was just a beautiful deck. I pretty much know this deck inside and out. I'm very in tune with it. So let's just see what it has to say today. Focusing on working on the self. That's what we're going to use it for. Passion. Bam. There we go. Passion. Okay. So passion says, allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. Your prayers for great love have been heard and answered. But I'm going to read it how it says. Your prayers for great love have been answered, and it all begins with you. You have the power to revive passion in your life. In fact, no one can bring it to you but you. So for me, I know how this resonates is I was just passionate about life in general. I wake up, I'm like, man, I'm about to work out. I'm about to go live. I'm about to share stuff with the world. I'm going to get customers. I'm going to help people. And that is the space that I'm like, let's revive that. Like, let's get back to that space, Tina. And so that's the space that I'm in right now. Let's see what else we got. It says romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. So to me, when I have this, to me, when I think romantic, I think about intimate. I think about being expressive, open, soft, vulnerable, right? So it's like, this is your feelings are real and worth exploring. So if to me it's saying it's time for you to go back to being in that space of being open and vulnerable. I personally think that there is strength in vulnerability. A lot of people is like, I don't like being open. I don't like being vulnerable, because if I'm open and I'm vulnerable, people can use it against me. You can hold me hostage to my past. If I share something with you, you're going to use it against me. Like, that's the energy and vibe that they're in. But you know what? If you embrace the experiences that you've had in your life, then you don't have to worry about feeling that way, right? Unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. So for me, what that also represents is there are certain elements. I'll say that is the word. There's certain elements that are going on. I'm going to say water and air elements, right? So water and air signs. Maybe there are some signs there that it's like, okay, there's a communication that there's one person caring more about the relationship than the other person is caring about the relationship. So it is an unrequited love situation, whether that be for work, whether that be in friendships, whether that be for friends, or I'm going to say those three, right? So in those three departments, right, there is an unrequited love situation. It's not necessarily bad, right? It's just saying, if you recognize these relationships are not being fair, right, then this is where you're going to have to make a choice to say, do I want to continue with this friendship? Do I want to continue with this business relationship? Do I want to continue, period? Like, this is what this is saying. It's saying reevaluate your relationships, right? With your family, with your friends and your coworkers at this time. Like, reevaluate that and see if you don't feel like the relationship is evenly balanced, you're going to have to make a decision. Okay. Let's see what else we got back here. What is on this last page? Okay, it keeps coming. Become a certified angel card reader. Ooh, you can take a course. Okay, so do I need to be a certified reader? Maybe. I'll check it out. In this enlightening and entertaining online video course, learn how to open your intuition and natural spiritual abilities to receive accurate information during your readings. Doreen Virtue and Rodley Valentine personally walk you through the process of giving yourself and others accurate, gentle, and safe oracle card readings. Learn to receive specific and detailed answers for yourself and your client and take your readings to the next level. So if this is something that you are interested in doing and learning how to do yourself, it says register online today at www.hayhouse.com/CACR-course, COURSE. So that's for those of you that are interested in learning how to read cards and you want to be taught. Everybody has their own type of way of doing readings. I know I do. I have my own way of doing intuitive readings. Some of the ways that I do my readings, you have what's called spreads, right? You have spreads and patterns. So if you ask certain questions and you put the cards down in a certain format, it's going to answer everything for you, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. The way I have always found that for me, doing the readings with the cards, and people that love spreads, this drives them nuts. But I like to just go with the flow. I like to just pick it up and see, like, what is the message of the day? What are we going with, right? All right, so let's take a look. Let me pick this up. Ooh, interesting. Pulled these cards yesterday. So we're going to talk about reconciliation. There's a relationship that you have. The reconciliation needs to be taken care of, all right? Realizing that this could be the one once you reconcile. So to me, reconcile means having a conversation, maybe like a heart-to-heart conversation, coming to agreement, seeing if you're in alignment, and moving forward, right? And so after you've had this reconciliation, this conversation, this heart-to-heart to see if everything is aligned, then you'll see if this is the one. After that, there's going to be engagement, right? So engagement to me means, hey, let's make this agreement that whatever it is that we talked about, be it for business, be it with family, be it with friends, whatever it is that you're having this agreement on, this is a good thing, and this means we're moving forward, right? Remember, whatever agreement you have, remember to keep the passion. Keep the passion alive in your business relationship or your relationship with your family and your friends, because you may need these people later on. And if you start to lose your passion, sometimes as the leader, when you lose your passion, sometimes others lose their passion. They're either going to lose the passion with you, or they are going to leave you because they don't want to be around you when you are not passionate, right? So keep the passion going. And then remember, we're going to talk about forgiveness and learning. So when you're going through this reconciliation, one of the toughest lessons you're going to have is talking about forgiveness and learning, how to forgive, how to learn. If you don't come to agreements, right, which we talked about that with the engagement card. If you don't come to agreements, then the engagement is not going to happen. And the engagement being the conversation, meaning the agreement, the deal, whatever that is, right? So let's just say for fun, what are some things that we can do to work on ourselves for fun, right? It says, give your relationship a chance. So there are certain relationships that are brand new, right? There are certain relationships that are brand new. Sometimes you can have brand new relationships with old people, meaning people that you've been friends with, because in the past you lost that passion for that friendship, for that connection with the family, or maybe even a romantic partner, right? Maybe, it's time to say, you know what, let's give this a chance and see if we can do those things we just talked about, right? If we can have the heart-to-heart conversation, we can have the reconciliation, we can have the agreement, which is the engagement. Once we have that, the compromise is going to be agreement. Compromise does not mean sacrificing your happiness, right? And then this will be a way for you to give the relationship an opportunity. All right. So that's all I have. I think I'm going to pull one more. I'm going to pull one more card from this beautiful deck over here, just because I like the way it looks. And I'm trying to get more familiar with my other decks. Well, I guess this is a card. Okay. Memories of love. Memories of love. And this is green around the border. So green to me represents healing. And I know in this book they have different meanings for all of them. So in this one, the green around the border it symbolizes love, health, balance, compassion, a nurturing nature, and abundance. It both calms and refreshes your energy and is a signal of renewal and growth. Green is associated with the heart chakra. So now let's go and look where it says memories of love. And let's see what that message is. That is page 103. Page 103. All right. And here we go. Memories of love. You may find yourself walking down memory lane at this time. This nostalgic card could indicate that an old friend or acquaintance from the past may step back into your life, or it could even resurrect loving images from days gone by. Does this person, these happy forgotten moments, or those innocent childhood memories encourage you to recall and welcome the energy of love? Is there a message or lesson from these fond recollections that could benefit you in your present life? The number 6 card relates to support, dedication, unity, and a need for balance in the areas of emotions and love. Your heart and soul are asking you not to dwell in the past, but use the inspiration and joy from that time to assist you in the here and now. So when I had my and then the last card says, choose wisely. So I just had in my Magic Words class yesterday that I was reminding people and having the reminder that you can have positive triggers. A lot of times when people say you're triggering me, right, they automatically think about the negative thing that is triggering, but you don't always have to have the negative trigger. You can have positive triggers as well. Like they said, going back down memory lane, balancing your emotions, sometimes reviving those old habits that were beneficial to you. Everything that was a habit in the past is not bad. Some things were good, and it's good to revive. So that's what I got for you guys today. This is the random reading. If you would like to have a personal one-on-one intuitive reading for the month of June and July 2023, I have a special going $50 for 30 minutes. And then I'm also going to have my class, my Magic Words class going. So make sure that you check my bookwithtina.com. And then you also check Eventbrite is also bookwithtina.com. Make sure that if you're watching this video now, that you subscribe, you like it, you share. Okay. And I will see you guys pretty soon. I love you. Heart emojis to the world. And remember, this is your time to shine.